Hello everyone, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well on this Friday afternoon. Here from Auckland, just looking at the Disney Wonder. Beautiful boat, I have been on it I think once or twice. We're not going on it today, unfortunately. I did want to show you it. Look at that, look at that. Let me see. Just need to do a couple of things first. Checking that we're streaming to all the platforms. Should be on Twitch, Kick and YouTube. Our audio, our video. How do we look and sound? Are we good? What do you think? This is my second attempt at live streaming today. We have done some updates to the stream. Some for good, but mostly not so good today. There has been breakage already. But we're just going to power through. What can you do, you know? What can you do? Only so much. Yeah, I wanted to do an overhaul of the setup, clean things up, and well, whenever I do something like that, it tends to break things. So one thing I noticed is we had no music there in the intro. It's supposed to have some music play, and I changed it up for today. Rather than having the usual songs, I had some Christmassy vibe music, and they weren't playing at all. And I think it was one of the changes I made to that. Chat commands don't seem to be working, so I'm using a streamer bot deck inside of Moblin to control the stream, and that appears to be working. Got Moldy in the chat. Hey Moldy, how are you doing? Yeah, part two stream. I'm going to remove the first one. My time has mostly been spent on the camera app I've been working on, so I thought we could try a few tests of that. And I also did a day's worth of upgrading the stream, and probably should have spent a bit more on that before going live today. Let's see, what was our title for today? Just check a few things. We had a follow there, I think, for the follow. Oh, thank you. That's right, I actually do have it listed here. That was one of the changes. Thank you for that. IRL Happy Holidays from Auckland, New Zealand. Yep. Thank you. And then, let's see, we want to test the camera app some more today. Needs further work on that. Streamer with disconnection, maybe we'll see that doing its thing. And, well, the stream updates. So maybe we'll just start things off with a photo, eh? Let's try it. Take a photo of this beautiful boat here, the Disney Wonder. So I got the new camera app. Let me show you. Hey guys. There's me. We'll spin the camera arm of the back. And then... yeah, such a big boat. I took a photo. Want to keep it, so click keep, and then that should get added to our photo library. It says it has been uploaded. In the settings, we've added a few more things. So we've got the account info, we are signed into Google, as Cliff creates. We can relink our Google Drive if it disconnects. We've got aspect ratio now, so 1:1, 3:2, 4:3, 16:9, full. And you can also upload in different qualities, full resolution, optimize, which is up to 1080p, and manual if you want to do manual uploads. We won't test that bit because that's still a work in progress. So I'll just leave it in full res. This means it'll take a little bit longer for the photos to pop up, if that even works. So, did you guys see a photo? We have a photo pop up on stream, or nah? During their fire drill? Yeah, I think it's fire drill time. No photo. Oh yeah, and the other thing I wanted to do was answer some user questions. I had quite a few from one person on the YouTube channel. Left a couple of questions there, so I thought we could answer those as well. Okay, no go on the photos. Wow, so much is broken today. And I thought I'd done some pretty thorough testings. Yeah, nah, guess not. Okay, let's answer some questions then. Say hello to the Wonder. Hi Wonder. They'll be leaving soon. Disembarking. I am jealous. Grab a seat over here. My favourite little spot. Maybe this spot. I'll sit this way. Got a very all-important coffee. Grab a tripod. Grab you guys on the chest mount. Hello! How is it going? How are you all doing today? Happy holidays. Now, what's the best way to do this? Probably to screen share, right? If I do a screen share, then you'll be able to see what I'm reading. So I'm just going to bring up the YouTube channel on this on my other phone. So close that one. And yeah, I think this is good. I'm just going to try screen recording, select Moblin from the list, and start broadcast. Now when I do this, I can't see what's happening in chat, so I have to use my other phone, and we'll try Stream Buddy on my Android. That way I can at least see messages. Do you hear the music? That's the Wonder. So cool. All right. Now, looking through the comments. I think I responded to this one. Cliff, your stream quality is dope. This is from Lone Artist. Subbed. Are you using hardware ballot box for the streaming setup, or just cloud ballot box with Moblin? With Moblin is enough for such high quality stream? Is Moblin app network bonding good enough to replace the need for hardware ballot box? What did I say? So my response was, hi and thanks. I have both an Orange Pi 5 Plus BellaBox hardware and the BellaBox Cloud service. I prefer using Moblin with BellaBox Cloud, but depending on the circumstances, the hardware seems to perform a bit better in really rough connectivity areas. So recent examples, that would be Parnell Rose Gardens, where I had both Moblin and the BellaBox. There was also, I was thinking where else. That was probably the best example. And it did perform a bit better there. I had the same two connectivity, so iPhone and S23 Ultra, Nighthawk, so I switched different things and the BellaBox did a little bit better there. Okay, I usually stream in the city with 5G internet and 2 SIM cards, and I've gotten to know the good connection areas. So if you'll be in a similar situation, Moblin could work for you too. And so a lot of my IRL peeps, they will have different gear, whether it be an Action 4, GoPro, iPhone 11 like I have, newer one. So everyone's situation is going to be a little bit different. Also, wherever you are and what your internet is like there. One day it might be fine, the next day there could be thousands of people there interrupting your signal. These are things you just learn and try to deal with. But yeah, I've gotten to know the city pretty well, since it's where I stream the most, and I have a good idea of where the good internet is, which is most of the city, like here. Certain places where the internet isn't so good, so I try and avoid those. So that comes with practice. Is it a better option to live stream with the Pocket 3 LiveView Solo Pro or Moblin app? So I don't have a Solo Pro, unfortunately. Let's see. And I've only had the Pocket 3 or access to the Pocket 3 for a couple of live streams, so I can't really comment on it. I haven't used it with the BellaBox, so I don't know what it's like with that as well. I could connect it via RTMP mode or webcam mode, so I have those options. Yeah. So I think the biggest factor to consider is how you're connecting your camera to your hardware. So hardware being iPhone 11 today, which is what I'm using to stream. It could be a LiveView Solo Pro, it could be BellaBox. And RTMP seems to be the biggest factor with connectivity. Yeah, whenever Moblin plays up, it's usually because of that. And then it would be out of Moblin to, let's say, the BellaBox Cloud service. When I get to take the Pocket 3 out again, I'll try and remember bringing the BellaBox. Yeah, so I'll try to remember doing that. The interference isn't possible with the iPhone. Yes, you can't do webcam mode with an iPhone. Unfortunately, you can with an iPad. I haven't tested that, don't have an iPad, but yeah, a couple of different ways to do it. Alright, so next, questions. Did I answer this one? I answered that one. Then we have a couple from today. This was not too long ago. We've got Sarah Varugiavots. Hopefully I pronounced that properly. Let's see, any tips for the Rode Wireless Go S, I think? Not plural. I have the Rode Wireless Go still. Let's see, tips. It's still a wireless transmitter, but needs to be plugged into the phone, correct? Okay, so at least with my one, the Rode Wireless Go, let's see. So it comes in 3 parts. I haven't used it in a little while, but you've got your receiver, which plugs into your phone. So the way they've done it is it's like a separate thing which will fit into a cold shoe, and then the cable, which could either be Lightning or USB-C, will plug into your phone. So the way you have to use that one, at least my one, is to get a tripod which also has a cold shoe mount in it. So the good old Ulanzi J12, or that one. So that one I always carry with me for phone streaming. This one here does. So have a look. Does it? Sure it does. Right here. Right here, right here. So I could fit anything that's cold shoe design into either that end or this end. So if you're going to be holding your phone portrait style, then you've got access to both cold shoe mounts, and then your phone just goes in there. Okay, of course I usually stream landscape mode, so I really only have access to the top one where the Rode Wireless Go could go. So that's one thing. You need a tripod which has a cold shoe mount in it. Otherwise your Rode Wireless Go is just going to be hanging, or you need to try and tape it, sellotape it to your tripod. Don't do that. So something like this, which I do have a link on my YouTube live description if you did want to get this one. I really like this one because it folds up, and it's a bit of a transformer, so it folds up like this. You can use it in landscape mode, portrait mode. So I'll just pop my Ultra in here. Okay, so you can use it like that way, or actually the iPhone will probably be better. It's smaller. The Ultra is just a beast. One second. Okay, so you can put it in like so, or rotate it into landscape mode like that, or you could even do something like this. So if you're more of a like taking photos, you can hold like this. So you got 3 different ways you can use the. Hold on. Thank you. Let's bring up our questions again. So there's our tripod. So the other thing I found with that kind of setup is you need a way to keep your phone charged. And well, the Rode Wireless Go in particular, that one doesn't have pass-through charging. So when you plug the Wireless Go into your phone, there's nothing to charge your phone because it's kind of hogging the port. And if you, so what I had to do was to get a splitter, something that would fit into the phone and allow it to charge the phone, but also have audio from the Rode Wireless Go receiver going into the phone. So you're doing the 2 things, keeping your phone charged and you've got your good audio. Now, what I didn't like about that is it got very, it got very busy. Too many cables and things just in the way, you know. So what I'm using now is my preferred setup, and that's, well, I've got the DJi Action 4, which I love as a camera, really wide, stable, good light, and the DJi Mic Mini, which connects to the DJi Action 4 wirelessly, so there's no receiver. The receiver is the Action 4, so that's one less thing I need to carry with me. All I need to do is keep the Action 4 charged, and then we're good. The Mic Mini has battery up to 10 hours. In real world situation, I found it's around 6 to 8 hours. I suppose that depends if you've got noise cancellation enabled. But that's actually a really long time for me. And if you've got the kit that I have, which comes with the 2 transmitters, then you could pop one of them in the charging case and then grab the other one, and that way you just keep going if you needed to do like a really long stream. But before that, I was using a wireless mic like a Ulanzi, let's see, J12, so many model numbers, but that's also my length. What that did was one of the first mics that was small, a lot like quarter, tiny compared to the Rode Wireless Go. Audio quality was good, and it also had pass-through charging, so I could plug a cable into the receiver which plugged into the phone, and that kept the phone charged, and also you had your good wireless audio, so you didn't have to unplug, plug back in, you didn't have all these extra cables and splitter things like you did with the Rode Wireless Go. And I think based on the trend of where wireless microphone systems have gone for mobile phones, they've been moving in that direction. So I'd say maybe upgrade in the near future to something that does have that. Pass-through charging is key, and it's also what that's also what the DJi Mic Mini does. One critique about that is I'm not a big fan of how the receiver looks. So with this one that I have, the Mic Mini, the receiver is quite big. It's great that you can use it on multiple devices. So that one receiver works for Lightning, USB-C, 3.5mm, and one receiver, but the size of it I wish it was the same as like the Ulanzi mic and also the Holiday Larkin 2. So they're a nice size for a phone. Yeah, but I've gone through so many different setups, and in fact it looks like DJi might be going that direction as well, because they did release a standalone receiver which was very small, like the Ulanzi, like the newer mics that are coming out now, and that sort of ultra compact class of wireless mic systems. Critique on that one is it's like a white color, which I don't do. I only buy black gear, matte black gear, so it's perfect for me. I thought the window was leaving. I think it's too early for that. Okay. Yeah, so just to go over those tips again. Let's see, if you're going to get, or if you have a mic like the Rode Wireless Go, get a tripod which has cold shoe mount in it, and then look at getting a splitter, something that will allow you to charge your phone and use the audio from the Rode Wireless Go receiver. I think the other sort of critique I had on that model was the battery life wasn't good. For the size, it would only last about 4 to 5 hours. Newer mics, they're getting up to that 10+ hour range, which is, and getting smaller too. So I would say, probably sell it, sell your one, and then invest guys, into a newer one. And my favorite mic at the moment is the DJi Mic Mini. I just love that in that case I've shown you guys, everything goes in that little case. So 2 transmitters, receiver, 3.5mm cable, there is the windshields, everything fits in there. So everything up until then, you needed either like a carry pouch to carry all your accessories, or this and this and this. And that one there, they kind of nailed it. I think the next version of it, in particular the Mic Mini series, if they keep making them, that receiver will get smaller, cut the size down. But I would also like them to keep the 3.5mm option. Right, next question. And I'll bring up our thing again. Any tips? Okay, so we got that one. Another question from Sarah Farugia Vods. Question for you. Just a little confused on how I should get the SRTLA. I'm looking to have the best setup possible. So if this is needed, please let me know. I think it's kind of like a twofold question. So I'll just have a look at the other one. In this one, they're asking about SRTLA. A little confused on how I should get it. Okay. We'll move to the latest question, also from Sarah. Hey Cliff, I'm specifically looking to have the best IRL stream. Would love your Rico recommendation. I've been using Streamlabs, but I find it overheats. Okay, that is a problem. And it's not the best when the connection starts to fail. I've been looking at getting IRL Pro, but I'm just confused if I should get a cloud host on top of this, just because I want everything to run smoothly. So I'm just curious if I need the SRT cloud, as I see that you can also connect it to your PC for SRT. But is that giving you disconnect protection? Because I also want that. Sorry, this all sounds so confusing, but I just want to make sure I'm getting the best option for my IRL streams. Would appreciate anything. But I love that Sarah really wants to get into this and wants the best out of her streams. I think we all do. And also for it to be not a headache, not so difficult, which it can be. It can be very confusing. So, let's see. Now, based on what Sarah has said in the two messages, I think Sarah has an Android phone, otherwise wouldn't have brought up IRL Pro. Now, if you have an Android phone, you don't have an iPhone, IRL Pro is, to my knowledge, the best IRL live streaming app for Android right now. Now, I've heard rumors of another app, but I think they're very, very beta. IRL Pro is solid. It's a good app. It does have, let's see, actually I've got it on my other phone. So I'll just open up IRL Pro, jog the memory a little bit, because I'm on iPhone. Well, I have both systems, Android and iPhone. I have IRL Pro on this phone, Moblin on my iPhone. And we're using Moblin right now, which gives me a lot of bells and whistles, which unfortunately IRL Pro doesn't have. But let's see, IRL Pro. Now I heard a chat message there. I got both phones open and neither are on my chat, so let's have a look. Hello. Logan Ranger, how are you? Welcome to the stream. So you at the cloud and oh, you mean here in Auckland? Yeah, there's a convention building behind me called the Cloud. Or the worm or the snail. I think the Cloud is the name, one of the official names. Yeah, that wiggly building behind me that I walk past often, that is called the Cloud. And they have quite a lot of events there too. Especially around this time of the year, we've actually been past when they've had some Christmas parties. Logan, you went to Christmas in the park. Nice! Awesome. Did you have a good time? I did. I brought all this food with me. I thought I would need it, but way too much. I had so much left over. But at least I didn't have to wait into any of the queues. Those queues were huge. Good options though. Good food options. Alright, so you made the trip. Well, good on you. I am from right here in the city. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good time. I live streamed it. Maybe you're in there somewhere. Dancing, I hope. Vibing to the good music. I'm going to put that little tripod away. Don't need that right now. Okay. Really bright light. That was here. Okay, that light. Actually, I don't remember. But alright. Awesome. Yeah, it's a good time. Yeah, let's see. I think it's been a while since the last time I was at one of them. Was it last year? It feels like it was ages ago. Oh, hey, okay. I walked around, so I did a couple of laps. I was by there at one point trying to live stream it, but I got smashed. My connection didn't do good up by the museum. But I think there was just way too many people at that stage. Hopefully I had a good view of the fireworks. Because, let's see, I had a tree blocking my view. But I saw enough. I could see the stage and half of the fireworks. I think if you want a good view of the fireworks, move to where the VIP tent is, because I'm sure they're bound to have the best view of the fireworks. But knowing that now, I wouldn't have done it because my connection was playing up. So I would have stayed where I was, even if I wanted a better view. There was something about that particular area I was hanging out, not far from the museum, that had the best internet for some reason. A little bit of lag. Oh man, there was so much lag on it. If you watch it now, I cut out most of the bits that were offline and glitching hard. There's still a little bit there, but there's only so much you can do. Especially at a big venue like that with thousands of people. I wonder what their attendance numbers were. From the back, oh, okay, that's not bad. I saw it kind of from the side. From the side, but big tree in the way. That's alright. I didn't find it weird how they had the music going, the fireworks, and then bam, hard end. It was like, bye. I thought maybe they have like an encore session or something, but nah, it's like, bam, cut. The end. You can go now. I suppose they have rules about how long they can have entertainment there, so they've just got to cut it off, maybe like right on the line of pushing it. Maybe they've gotten into trouble before with the council or whatever. Don't know. Okay, we'll get that question to answer still. Thank you for chatting. IRL Pro. Let's see. Things I liked about this app. Well, they could do everything the Lyrics could do when that first came out. So you can, front, back camera, you can switch. You can choose whatever cameras you have. It's all phone dependent as well. So what you see on your Samsung might look different on a Pixel. You can bond with this without having to sign up to a service. I think that was working last time I tried. Yeah, that was working. Whereas at the moment when I use Moblin, I have to use a service like Dewarp Cloud, and that will let me combine internet from two things, like from my iPhone and then from this phone. So you can combine that internet to make your stream a little smoother, less lag and stuff, But you have to pay for that, where it's included with IRL Pro. Happy holidays. Yeah, happy holidays to you too. Nick Graham. All the best. Yeah, hopefully you're having a good one. Been a little bit naughty over the Christmas season. Had some fruit mince pies and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Splurge a bit and then got to get back on track again in the new year, right? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Yeah, so to address that question from Sarah, was it? Let me see. Yes, it's Sarah. Just answering some questions from the YouTube comment section, folks. So I'll try and share this again See if that comes up. This is what I'm looking at. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays. So, this thing that you can see here, this one, this screen share you see has all been done through the iPhone. Also the camera that you see too. That's what I really like about Moblin. It lets me use an external camera like the Action 4. I can screen share my phone, what I'm looking at on my iPhone. Yeah, just so much that IRL Pro can't do. So these things I'm doing right now, IRL Pro can't do those, unfortunately. Christmas next week, I know. Hasn't the year just gone by real fast? Right? I mean, it felt like it was the first, not too long ago. And already we're almost at the end of the year. As you get older, you find that time just gets faster and faster. I remember when I was a little youngin, Cliff, time just felt like it was so slow. I couldn't wait till I was 5, 10, 15, 21. 21, man, can't wait till I'm 21. It feels like it's so far away. And then at a certain point, time just starts speeding up. And you feel like, can we please slow down a little bit? Like years will go by and go, oh wait, how long ago was it? Oh my god, that was like 5, 10 years ago. What's that? Hop card. Yeah, I have one. They're fantastic. Get a hop card. Yeah, so if you happen to be travelling here to Auckland, get yourself an AT hop card and then you just use that on bus, train, ferry. I think almost everything. Or public transport, you can use the AT hop card. They have card things like that all over. And it took them a while to have the same here, you know. Seronius. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing, Seronius? I think I saw you live. Are you still streaming? Go out, take some photos. Hopefully. Got some good ones. We're going to test the camera today, but there's quite a bit of stream breakage. So that is a no-go. No-go today. Might have to do a bonus stream. Yeah, might do one. That's fine, that's okay. Well, thank you for thinking about it. I appreciate that. It's not about the viewer numbers, right? I try not to think about it. Although now Stream Buddy that I'm looking at to read chat and Moblin, they have it very prominent on the screen. You can't help but look and go, oh my god, please stay, please hang out with me. I'm not that bad. Okay, right. Back to this question. I'm going to answer your question, Sarah. Working on an IRL toolkit. Really? What service? What are you using? IRL toolkits. Oh, they have products and services. You can see there's a couple of companies with the same similar name. There's IRL Toolkit, IRL Hosting, and Unlimited IRL, Balabox Cloud, and actually quite a few more. Devon, oh yeah, I love popping over there. We've done that. We've done that a couple of times. Very recently, actually. We'll do that again. Can't today because I've got something I need to go to. So yeah, I'll need to wrap up, not now, but at some point wrap up and then go get ready for that. Well, we've got some time. We're okay. But yeah, I'd like to do another trip over there. I particularly like going for the fish and chips. They've got 2 good fish and chip places over there. We don't really have them in the city anymore, so that's kind of like the quickest way for me to find some fish and chips, unless anyone else knows one that's in the city. That kind of fish and chips where they wrap it in a bag and stuff, they don't really do them here anymore. I think the nearest one before that was in Mission Bay, and There was a place in Parnell, but I think they're gone now. The one that was in Ponsonby, that's gone. It's a shame. Waiheke. I have never been there, eh? I've never been to Waiheke Island. I should do that. Make, maybe for one of the next Twitch payouts, we'll either do that, that's the closest. I really want to go to Hamilton Gardens. Now, I don't get payouts that often. Every, I think, 2 or 3 months. So, I don't know how much longer it's going to take to get there. Hopefully before summer is over. Okay, Sarah. So Sarah wanted the best for IRL live stream. Would love my recommendation. Been using Streamlabs but overheats. I think that is a real problem. If your phone overheats, it could overheat with anything. So I think you got to look at your phone, what you're using, if maybe you need to upgrade. If you're gonna upgrade, Moblin is a really great app. So if you don't mind switching the ecosystem, I'd say consider an iPhone for your next streaming device. Because IRL Pro is fine, but doesn't do nearly like, it just scratches the surface of what Moblin can do. Oh yeah, of course. Well, let's see, big Christmas tree. There's one here that I walk past all the time. And then, let's say I walk past a couple, they were inside business buildings. But yeah, there's big giant Christmas trees everywhere. Oops. Yeah, it's pretty basic. Well, if you compare it to Moblin. But it's still better than Larix in a couple of ways. So within IRL Pro, it supports SRTLA bonding, which Larix doesn't have. Picture-in-picture mode, which, oh boy, that really killed the battery on my phone. It's not as good as the Larix one. So Larix, you can switch picture-in-picture modes within the quick menu settings. So you can choose, I think, go front, back, switch, whereas I think you have to stop streaming in order to turn picture-in-picture mode on and start streaming again to have it, and then stop it if you want to turn picture-in-picture mode off. So that's one of my critiques of IRL Pro, that you have to stop streaming in order to access the settings, which you don't need to do with Moblin. Most things are accessible and changeable while you're streaming. There's the obvious ones like your resolution that's fixed once you've gone live. So if you start at 1080p, you're basically 1080p. Although it does support, what do they call it, adaptive resolution, but it's only ever going to go down and not higher than 1080p, I think. I've only tried it one time and it wasn't so good. And maybe they've improved it since then. Super nice by comparison. Oh yeah. I mean, all the things I'm doing now, external camera. I've got the Action 4 going into my Moblin phone. We've got, let's see, the picture-in-picture mode that you see. I could have multiple things on the screen that I can position wherever. So I could have 2 cameras, even though they'll be a little bit out of sync. With the picture-in-picture, or the screen share, I mean, I could have a web browser thing there on screen as well. Oh, there's also the snapshot feature. And they had a recent update for Moblin which included a slideshow. Now I'm not sure if that was always there or if it's a new thing that they've added in. So slideshow is what I've got for my stream. I wonder if it's the same thing. Which would be pretty cool if they have added it. I mean, what else? What else? I'm gonna have to play around with it first. I want to try and add it while we're streaming now. There's bound to... Oh, hold on. I need to plug in the iPhone. I've got my cables to keep the things charged. Oh, so windy. Cup keeps flying. Stay there, Cup. 4K is a lot, but yeah, you can do it. You can stream 4K with Moblin, or if you have a, in particular if you've got a, what do you call it, a new iPhone. There's Pro 17 Pro Max, 17 Pro I think. They can handle 4K 60 around an hour. That's what I heard the guys at Moblin saying they could do. My phone? No way. No way I'm going to risk. My poor old 11 can't handle that. Or it overheat and explode in minutes. Okay, alright, so Sarah Farukia Vot is specifically looking to have the best stream. You love my recommendations. Streamlabs overheats. I would look at getting a new phone or cooler to keep your phone cool. So the cooler is the cheap option. If you're going to upgrade, consider an iPhone, maybe an older one like my one, iPhone 11. Otherwise, you've got IRL Pro for Android. So I'm just confused. Should I get a cloud host on top of this? I'm not sure what you mean by that. But if you're wanting bonding, so bond your connection to improve upload speeds, then you can bond 2 connections with IRL Pro. So, like for my S20 Ultra, I have a SIM card in there, so that's one. And then I have a SIM card in this one. I could connect to the Wi-Fi of the personal hotspot of my iPhone. So we've got 2 connections to strengthen the upload from the Ultra. Whereas normally you'd only have one. And the bonding in IRL Pro is included. So it doesn't cost any extra. So that's one of the good things. Disney ship in Auckland went to Wellington and back. Yeah, it's been here a couple of times this week. I would love to go on the Wonder. That's a Disney Wonder. It's one of their baby ships. They've got 2. So there's the Disney Wonder, and then there's another one that looks the same, but I forget the name of it. It's the Wonder and it's not the Magic. Magic's big, huge, a lot bigger. Magic and Fantasy, I think those are the 2 big ships. And then the Wonder is the little baby one. And they've got another one which I forget the name of. So I think they've got at least 4 ships in their fleet. Got an Oppo phone. Oh, okay, cool. So many different brands now of phones, eh? I've got S20 Ultra, which has been a good phone. I've had that for 3 years, I think. Wow, yeah, 3 years. And iPhone 11. And I've been able to stream with both of them. Even now, after all this time. I'm pushing the iPhone though. Yeah, they sell Oppos here. I see them. Oppo, Xiaomi, they're also very popular. And Redmi's another one. Yeah. Oh, all the brands there. Okay, IRL Pro. So I'm just confused if I should get a cloud host on top of this. So probably not, probably don't need one. You could use IRL Pro with the included SRTLA bonding that it has. The trick is, how do you get your video stream from your IRL Pro to your computer at home? Now, it's very hard, unless you're quite tech savvy, to set up port forwarding, which I've got a video on. If that's not available, sometimes depending on how complicated your network setup is at home, you know, your Wi-Fi adapter and everything, you just can't do it. Or a much easier thing to do is to go with a service like BallerBox Cloud, which is $10 US a month. There are other companies that have SRT LA relay servers as well. Like there is IRL Hosting, I think IRL Toolkit, a couple of others, they all have one. GoPro, okay. You can actually send a video from a GoPro into Moblin, but you can't go GoPro into IRL Pro. So that's one sad thing about IRL Pro, like it doesn't have that feature, or like all the cool things you can do inside of Moblin. So with a GoPro, you'd have to go through their app. Yeah, go through their app, which I've heard isn't great to live stream with. I don't know, I don't own a GoPro, never used one. I've heard they're not great at live streaming. But then it's a similar situation with the Action 4 and the DJi Nemo app. Now I found a way that you can live stream with that, but I would recommend something like this instead, you know. Sets unlock their cameras. Hey Mossy. Really? I thought it was just my phone. The Mice 23 Ultra can do 60 FPS, but not to live stream. So it's fixed to 30. Now I heard that S24 Ultra and up, you can do 60 FPS. I don't own one, so I don't know. Yeah, that's a shame. Because I think you can do it. Wait a minute, I think it's available in Streamlabs, eh? Actually, hold on, let me have a look. I'm going to have a look on here, Streamlabs. What do you say? They've got the money, so they probably work something out with Samsung. Okay, accounts? No, account settings. Scenes. Stream settings. Video. Okay, expected frame rate. Okay. So Streamlabs you can do 30, 60, 120. 60 FPS? 120. Now wonder if it says that, but you don't actually get that. Because they would have made this app for a whole bunch of phones. All the phones in the Android ecosystem, right? So maybe they'll say, well, we know some phones can do it. So you can put in 60 FPS, but you might not actually get it. Same with the 120 FPS option. But it does max out at 1080p though, it doesn't go any higher than it. Max bit rate, okay. Share your screen with Streamlabs. No, cancel. Okay.
I'll try and round them up. Yeah, round them up, just for the mini golf down 10.
Okay, Sarah. Screen's so dark, I can't see anything. Oh, it's on its brightest too. It's just too bright. Did you hear one? I didn't hear one. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be right. Kia ora. Hello, how's it going? 6-7. Okay. Okay, so we're just answering this question still. Actually, I'm just going to address the question. So see, we're assuming Android, IRL Pro, phone is overheating, get a cooler for your phone, find one on Team if you can, or wherever, just get a cooler, because streaming does cause your phone to get warm. It's one of the most intensive things you can do short of gaming, to put your phone through. If you're going to upgrade, consider an iPhone. Okay, so we've covered those points before. Just confused, cloud host, probably not necessary. Might have to do port forwarding if you're quite tech savvy. Otherwise, look at a service like BattleBox Cloud, IRL hosting, for about $10 a month. That'll give you SRTLA relay, a URL that you can pop into both your phone and also your OBS. Makes it easier to connect the two up using that. Otherwise, you get into the whole port forwarding, external IP business, which even though I can do port forwarding, it's just less hassle with a service like BattleBox Cloud. Okay, alright. Okay, so that depends, Sarah. That depends on your situation, if you need a cloud service or not. So is it going to give me disconnect protection? Let's see. So for disconnect protection, you need to add that to your self-hosted setup. Like I use, and I've covered this in my videos, you could go with no alps. That's a very popular option. There is Loop SRT, that's a second one I've talked about, and I'm currently using disconnect protection with StreamerBot. Now I've got some custom code in my StreamerBot, which is handling disconnect protection. Let's see. So you've got a few options there. This all sounds confusing, but I just want to make sure I'm getting the best option for my IRL streams. Would appreciate anything. Okay, so hopefully Sarah, just still answering her question there. Hopefully I've answered those questions, and I'll also reply to you later on into each of these comments. Thank you for commenting, Sarah. And now I think that covers Sarah's questions. I'll be able to go back to the chat. Let's see. So Panda, how much a house costs in Auckland? Well, I am not on the hunt for a house, and I haven't looked at prices, but I would say housing is from around 600,000 New Zealand dollars and up, with many costing around $1 million New Zealand dollars. So cost a bit, especially in the city where they can cost multiple millions and millions of dollars. It's a lot of money, yeah, a lot of money to buy in New Zealand. Although I think it has always felt that way. Houses have always felt expensive. So there'll be nothing new. So you're from New Zealand, Auckland City has the most people. It does, yeah. It's got the highest population here. Auckland is also a very spread out city too. We've got the central business district, which is where I am, and then you go into Greater Auckland, which covers quite a bit of land. Take you probably an hour or two to drive from one end to the other, which from our little country is quite long. Also depends on traffic, how busy traffic is. Yeah, I think we're around 2 million. Where are we on our population? 1, 2, something like that, eh? Okay, I think I can put this away now. So stop service on Stream Buddy. I was using it to read chat while I had my streaming phone screen that's sharing. When I do that, I can't see what's happening in chat. So you do need two phones. You can get by on one, but you'll quickly discover you need a second phone. At least one other phone. How much? Well, it was a while ago, so prices would have gone up since then. Amen. Let's see. Did you pay for the cruise? Well, let's see. I think there was actually. So there's a trick to it. It depends how long the cruise is. If it's just like maybe a couple of days, some of them do that. They might go out to sea, come back again, like a trip to nowhere. So that is usually about 2 days, and cruise ships will do that for people who are new to it, and they want to get a feel for what it's like on a cruise ship. So it's like an introductory. They call it, cruise to nowhere. So I did one of those on the first trip. And then there's also like a 3-day trip, and then there could be like a 5 or 7 day, so which tend to be on the longer end of streams. Price also depends how many people there are. So if it's just you or 2 people, 1 cabin. The type of cabin, if you're going to have like a little porthole window where you can see outside but don't have a balcony. If you have a balcony, like one of the nice ones near the top, if maybe you don't have a window at all, so some of them are just a room, like a cupboard basically. You just go in, sleep, no windows, no nothing, no natural light. They tend to be cheaper. And also if you're going to have quite a few people, a couple of the rooms, they might have like 4 people could sleep in one cabin. So from memory, I think it would have been about like $1 or $2 grand split. So that was my cut with others. I've had a window cabin, and I've also had a balcony cabin, and it's so long ago I don't remember now. The balcony ones are so much nicer if you can afford that. But usually most people start off small, and then they think, nah, this isn't for me, or oh man, I love this, I want to get a nicer room next time. So that's kind of what I did. I did like the little porthole cabin thing for the first time, but no, we got to do better than this. Next time, I think it was like a larger window, like a great big window, and then probably the time after that was a balcony, and that was a longer cruise. It was a 5 or 7 day cruise, that one, and I haven't done it since. So they tend to cost a bit. Sue the King, hello, how's it going? You're back. Welcome back, Sue. How are you? 4.8 mil. Yep. Yeah, but I recall the split being about like $1-2 grand, something like that. But what's really good about a cruise ship is, firstly, you don't need to travel anywhere. So everything's on the cruise ship. You have buffet restaurants for lunch, breakfast, dinner. They've got restaurants at the top, which is more barbecue style. For the pool, you've got access to a pool, you've got a gym in there. You've got a real fancy sit-down restaurant. Usually you have to share a table with one of them, and you book in, I think, or you need to arrive at a certain time in order to get a seat. And then they got the real fancy ones, which you would splurge maybe on the last night. They do cost. Like most of the restaurants, they're free. So the sit-down ones, those are included within your ticket. And the buffet ones, you can just go eat whenever, as long as they're open. So there's your food all sorted, your accommodation sorted. They've got entertainment, they'll have performances, they'll have like acrobatic acts, they'll have a theatre show, they'll have bands, nightclubs. So it's really, really cool. I love cruise ships for all of that. You know, so you just go up to the nightclub, starts, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock, whatever, have a good dance, have a good time, and you just head back to your cabin, sleep, wake up next day, go get breakfast as a part of your buffet. You could either go to the buffet restaurant or go to the sit-down one where you share a table. It's cool. Yeah, I wish I could stream it, but I reckon the connection would just be bad. Awful. I think here, like where the ship is at port, that would be the best internet. And then everything else would be smash full. And probably only from the top, right up the top deck. Be good to sort of leave, have the view of Auckland, way by, and then eventually I reckon your internet will stop. Okay. A fan for the live streams for your phone. Yeah, a fan, a cooler, get whatever you can to keep your gear cool, because like I'm lucky living in Auckland is quite a cool place, but there are times when it can get quite warm, and depending on how many things you're doing with your phone, it can overheat. So I try not to push my one, and I'm able to get by with my 11. It has not turned off because it is overheated on me yet. It's gone pretty closely. Or has it? I don't recall overheating and turning off. If so, maybe once or twice. Let's see. Some cabins can be more expensive. Oh yeah. So if you get an outside cabin with a view, and then they also have different size cabins, so there might be, what do they call it, executive suite or super premium suite, or they give them names. And they'll get bigger and bigger, basically. Bigger cabin, outside balcony, then you're getting all the bells and whistles. So basically they just accommodate for everyone, whether you're on a real strict tight budget, then you've got that. Oh, there's also, you can get a drinks package depending on the cruise, so you just prepay for your drinks, and then you can get a certain amount of drinks every day, something like that. That can be, they can work out cheap, especially if you're a bit of a drinker. But I believe that includes like cafe coffee, things like that as well. Have you ever tried IRL Toolkit? I have not. Well, technically I haven't, but it is a part of IRL Pro. But the way that it does bonding, it uses IRL Toolkit to provide that as a part of the app. So that's the extent of what I've done with them. I've used a service called IRL Hosting, different company I believe. And for that I was using an RTMP endpoint, which I've got a couple of videos on. So if it ever comes up, yeah, I'd give it a go. But yeah, basically I can only try so many things, I have limited funds, cannot sign out to everything. Okay. So no, I haven't, not yet anyway. Get some accessories in your cabin. Well, yeah, that's it, all the accessories. Let's see. Well, I wasn't a live streamer when I was on my last cruise. Yeah, before live streaming. Because I started as a streamer from home, and it's only within the last 3-4 years I've been IRL, almost exclusively just IRL streamer. Back then, yeah, I would not have been able to, not at all. No way. Firstly, Moblin didn't exist. IRL Pro didn't exist. Maybe Larryx existed. Yeah, you wouldn't have much options to live stream back then. There was no bonding then too. So bonding with SRTLA is fairly new. That's, I think, around the 3 years ago. That really changed things for IRL streamers, being able to bond multiple connections. And then to be able to do it on the phone as well. I think they came with IRL Pro, or yeah, Larryx couldn't. I don't think it still can. So there's two apps that can bond, and that is IRL Pro and Moblin. Nothing else that I'm aware of. Yeah, so that is very important to IRL. Need to be able to bond, need to be able to make your live stream video as small as possible. So it takes a combination of H.265, technology like it, something newer, and SRT, better for IRL, SRTLA added bonding. Then you just add in disconnect protection through NoAlbs or OpenSRT StreamerBot, which I've been playing around with. So that has worked for me. It seems fairly stable now. Just looking for the info at the top. Let's have a look. Do we have SRT, bitrate info at the top? Yeah, it is changing. So it's going up, down, 7,000, 10,000. Yeah, so it looks like that's working. Fantastic. Okay, I'm just looking for the chat. So, note to self. Let's see, we have some things to fix. Firstly, camera app, that's kind of my priority right now. So I need to sort out the few things that are buggy with it. And then especially with my stream has quite a few things that aren't working today. I need to find out what's the story there. I know my computer needs an update. I don't think it would be that. I've been working on this camera app for so long. I got this little thing, notification saying, please restart your computer, install update. It could be that's affected my stream. Also, let's see, installed an update for OBS, so that could be it. There's so many different ways that could have broken the things today. Yeah, I think I'd like to do a bonus stream. I will. I think I'm pretty close to sorting out the issues with the camera app. I need to get rid of this. Okay, because it keeps trying to roll away. So let's do that first. Show you what I look like. Okay. How will yeah, so basically I have coffee, very important. It is impossible to live stream without coffee. The beverage of choice, okay? So must have coffee, very important. Okay, then we've got iPhone on a little mini lanyard. Okay, so that one keeps my chest clean of multiple things going cross body, and then they can just go in my pocket like that. So in the bag over here we have the Anker battery bank, 3 cables, lightning to USB-C, one which is right angle for the Action 4. iPhone currently on 55% battery. So yeah, I usually need to connect the iPhone up. Over here we've got the DJi mic mini transmitter under my hoodie. So I found this as being the best place for audio, at least for me. And then in this hand, I generally have the Action 4 on selfie stick. So no cables, keeps things nice and clean. So I can just pick up the Action 4 like that. I want to be a tidy Kiwi. Are these two tables always here? Don't remember these being here. People on the top. Okay, so another good thing about Moblin is I can see how much battery we've got on the Action 4, and we're showing 15%, so I would need to plug in. That's where I'll just grab one of these other cables here. Right angle would probably be the best. Right angle. Pop it back in, and then just plug into the Action 4. Got the little door, I just leave it open. I don't have like a door thing on there. That way I can just quickly connect the USB-C cable in like that. So we're showing 14% battery now. Should I try another photo? Maybe it was just like a one-off glitch. So we'll just grab the other phone, put the camera app on it, and we'll attempt to take a photo. We are signed in. Smile, cheese. So I like that photo, I want to keep it. Moment of truth, will it work? Now in my photo library it says it is uploaded. And I'll just open up in Google Drive, have a look in here. Oh, hold on. That is not good. Yep, they've got a problem. So that is my app. Maybe what I'll do is I'll try and create a folder. So it's supposed to create a folder with today's date. Yeah, the uploads function. So oh no, today is 25/12 and the 19th today? Is that the date? So whenever I add a new feature in, tends to break things. So the latest thing was aspect ratio. And so that was something that wasn't working the other day when we were testing the camera app. You would select the aspect ratio for the photo to be cropped into like 1:1, 3:2, 4:5, 16:9 photo, and it just wouldn't upload those photos. They were using the default 4:3 aspect ratio. So I added that in. Oh, did that break a lot. That broke so much. (25/12/19). Okay. Okay, let's try another photo. It might work this time. We'll do landscape this instead. So I've got Moblin open. Do I want to keep a photo? I think we do. I think that's like the best photo ever. Best photo of all time. Now it says that it has uploaded. I'm just going to go over to Google Drive and then and see if we have a new photo there. Now what we might have to do, might have to reload the app. So I'll swipe out. It was working before, why is it not working now? Technology, tell ya. It's just one of those days. When you need it to work, you know, it just decides, yeah, nah, bro. Alright. So we're really close, really close. Alright, back to the drawing board on that one. Wait, am I signed into the right account? I might be signed into the wrong one. So let's check that. Because the ones that pop up on stream, they need to be signed into this account. So I am signed into that one now. Looks like it's re-uploading the photos. So signed out, signed back in again. Is that actually going to do it? Okay, let's have a look at Google Drive. Do we have photos? So not in that one. Oh, okay. Yep, so that uploaded now. So I'll delete this other folder. Weird. Hey! Okay. I heard a clicky sound. So we've got EXIF info. That's good. So it says the shutter speed, aperture which will always be 1.7, and the ISO. Sweet. I've got the 3 photos all coming through. So that's the photo gallery. I tap and hold, be able to see the photo I was taking. Yeah, that one as well. Now, you can choose, I've changed up our filters. Some of them I didn't really like. So I've got black and white, which is the same. I've got mono, which is more contrasty. Not as contrasty as the other one. Got a vignette. Glorious vignette. Oh, I'll show you something else that we can do. Glorious vignette, guys. Now we can press and hold, and now we have multiple sliders. So I've got the intensity, which we can dial up and down. We can press this thing to reset it. We've got the vignette, a special vignette option, which is going to increase or decrease the amount of vignette. It also, this type of vignette tries to preserve the highlights. So it's not going to make it dark in the corners if it's bright there. So we press that to reset, see how it animated down. We've got the exposure button, so we can make it darker, brighter, reset. We've got white balance to make the image cooler or warmer. Okay, and then we tap outside to close it. Now we had someone pop into chat. Hello, how are you? Nixon, is that right? Hi, how's it going? Is it possible to stream with the Action 5 Pro? I don't have one, I've got the Action 4, so I don't know. I've heard there are some connectivity issues, but I would try. If you've got an iPhone, give it a go with an app called Moblin. That's how I'm streaming with the Action 4 now. The connectivity issues that I've heard about may just be webcam mode. So if you've got a device like a BallaBox, LiveView Solo, something like that, and you've connected the Action 5 Pro to your hardware with a cable, that's where the connectivity is maybe. Mine is connected to my iPhone via RTMP. So that's been, for the most part, pretty good. Ooh, it's almost 5:30. Okay. Yeah. I do have a video on my YouTube channel as well. It's where I talk about live streaming, easiest way. I think the easiest way to live stream with Action 4. Now that technique should work for a Action 5 Pro as well, and Action 6. So I would watch that video and then give that one a go. It will work for either Android or iPhone. Now the one I suggest, it does have a monthly fee, but it worked. It was about $10 a month out of the 3 tests that I did. The second one might also work. Now there wasn't a fee associated with that, but you can only stream to one platform. I think it would be alright. 627. 1. You go next time. Hold on, do I miss one? Do I still use IRL link to reach-chat while multi-streaming, or is there a better new one now? Okay, so let's see. I don't use IRL link anymore. What I liked about that app was it was available for both Android and iPhone, so that was the really good thing about it. But I think they've stopped working on it. I think that's shutting down, or it's being removed from the store. That's what I heard. What I'm using lately is I use Moblin to do everything. So that's my chat app and also my streaming app. So that's what I'm using right now. On Android there is Stream Buddy. Now to unlock all the features there's a paywall for that, and it's like $5 a month. I signed up for a month to try it out. I like it. I still prefer Moblin though. Let's see, there's real-time chat, that is an option. So what I like about, so Stream Buddy and Moblin, they both have a way to see and hear messages from Twitch, Kick and YouTube. Now it doesn't cost you any extra for Moblin, you just need an iPhone to be able to use it. Yeah, I'm signed into all 3 platforms and I can hear TTS for all of them. Whereas with Stream Buddy you have to pay that monthly fee. That gives you YouTube as well. So those are the 2 that I currently recommend. If you're just on Twitch and you still have IRL chat, that was a really good app. I liked it, but it was just Twitch only. It's gone now. That's the only thing. Right, so 6271. You go next time to a live stream to Fielding or Palmy or Lake Taupo, please, and my birthday is coming up in Taupo. Oh sweet, awesome. Well, happy future birthday to you. Floss! Hey Floss, how are you? With the layers, I love it. I love it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, 6271, happy birthday to you for your birthday that's coming up. Merry Christmas, happy holiday and a new year. Yeah, I want to do a road trip, but I don't have a car, so it's a bit hard. I think if we do a trip of some kind, maybe do Waiheke Island, because it's the nearest for me. I could just catch a ferry. And then I want to do Hamilton Gardens, because I love that place. I think it's so fun as a photographer, so I'd love to take you guys there. So that's, at least in the short term, what I'd like to do, a trip to one of those places. Love the term. Alright. Nice, okay. Hey Carl. Moblin needs a separate chat app. Well, let's see. The Moblin guys did say that you can use a second phone as a chat app. I tried it. I tried using Moblin not as the streaming device, and if you turn the phone off, things stop working. I think you have to be in, what do they call it, buddy mode for it to work properly. But yeah, it works best when it's the streaming device and also your chat phone. A separate chat app would be pretty good though, because its chat features are great. I love what it can do. Let's see. Chat app. Find a home for my photo walk. Nice. Oh, good on you. Yeah, hopefully you got some good photos there. Serenius. What's beneath the layers today, Clifton? Well, we've got a few layers on because it's actually a bit windy. Quite a bit cold today, so yeah, we've got a few layers on. Actual layers, you know. It might rain too. Thank you for the 100 biddies. Loss. Any goals for the stream today? Well, we've got quite a bit of breakage, and I kind of have to wrap up soon because I've got a thing, Christmas function to go to. Get ready for that. But yeah, essentially it was to test out some of the updates for the stream, answer a couple of the questions that are on the YouTube channel, which I think we got to all of those. Test the camera app. There's some bugs with that. I did hear it go off a couple of times. It's not as loud as it can be. I think they've toned it down because the actual copper horn, you can hear that from quite a distance. Maybe they got told off. But I said, you can't use that here. It's too noisy. But I like it. Do 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 do. Waiting to hear the Disney horn. I would like to. Alright, so what are we on battery for the Action for? We're on 72% battery already. See how fast good old Anker charges this thing up? So we can unplug the Action 4 now. Back to being wireless. We're not tethered anymore. Oh, sweet one. That's good. Good to hear, Serenius. By the way, while I've been working on this camera app, it looks like it won't be fully replacing my nice camera, my Fuji for sure, or my Sony. So there are limits with the hardware and the software. I think it's a good backup. So that's the idea behind it. My camera app is a backup, and then when I can figure out the Fuji camera, get the photos uploading, get the camera to connect reliably, that's when I'm going to be using it more. So at the moment, it's a bit annoying. Yeah, I have the Fuji in this hand, my Hotspot in this other hand. They're right beside each other, and the Fuji just can't see it. It's like, no, I can't find it anywhere, bro. They'll find everyone else's internet but mine. Alright. Well, they were working before. So there is our camera. Now we're going to try, actually, why not? We'll leave it on the vignette, so we love our vignettes. Ooh, oh, there's the fish market. So let's dial down the vignette a little bit, and TC down. Okay. Took a photo, it's thinking. So definitely not Sony A1 speeds on the capturing bit. So yes, want to keep it. So that's been added to the library. It says it's uploaded already with the green tick. So I guess we'll find out in a moment now if it did actually upload. Well, the lag between the Action 4 to Moblin to Velox Cloud, Mailbox Cloud to my computer, it makes it seem like it's almost instantaneous with the photo. It's like, even before I finish talking, it's like, bam. Hot off the press. Okay, we'll head over to the Christmas tree. Someone brought it up. Kind of a nosy. Bit of a nosy. Now, one of the things that wasn't quite working today was the edit feature, so we're going to give it a go. On a Cliff Watch stream. Let's check that. Cliff cooking stream. We have done it. We have done a cooking stream. That was part of my 24-hour live stream that we did. We had, what was it? Some kind of stir fry, I think. Late night, 2 AM. Yeah, that was something else. Yeah. Are you around here? I don't think so, eh? Yeah, that was a while ago. That was my first and last 24-hour live stream. I could say I did it. Okay. Very moody. That apparently is uploaded. Oh, I haven't done the edit thing. So we'll try the edit feature. I'll just wait for the photo to pop up. There it is. Okay, cool. Now, do we want... We'll just go for a standard color. Maybe the vineyard with warm, so slightly warmer. We've got cool and faded look. Go for the warm. Oh no, need to go a little bit wider. A little bit wider. Okay, so we're going to click edit. Moment of truth. So it's opened up an external app. We are going to go markup. I'll try text. Say Merry Christmas. So it's going to add some text on there. Oh no, I don't like that. Okay, we'll go pen. Nah. Nah. Okay, maybe we'll just keep it simple. We'll just go with that. Okay, and click OK and save. I'm just going to save it back into the app. And then here's our photo with the words Merry Christmas. So that should pop up. Now, is it with the text? No, okay, right. Breakage or Reno? No text. Okay. Results may vary. We need to suss all that stuff out. Suss all that stuff out. So it's weird because it's in here, but it didn't upload it. Upload the correct version. It uploaded the pre-edited photo. So yeah, okay. Yeah, it's basically the app. Press and hold. Got these extra settings: exposure, darker, brighter, reset, white balance, warmer, cooler, reset, intensity of the filter. Go back to none, so there's no filter. I feel like the warmer look, so I got the warmer look. Pretty standard stuff. Go over to those decorations. Also double tap to reset the zoom. Oh, that's some violinist. Very brave. They're good. Should we get a photo? Can't compete with the horn going off there. Yeah, looks like the Wonder's leaving. Bye, Wonder! Are my things gonna work again? I'm gonna try last photo. Or maybe first photo. Oh, did I have that in here? I don't think I've got it in here. Oop. Okay. Latest photo. Oh, okay, it is working now. What? So maybe it's just some of my starting soon. Yeah, some of them might be broken. Others not so broken. Great. Oh. Double tap to reset. Now, do we want to do a sort of standard black and white, or a very harsh black and white? I think that sort of high contrasty black and white looks pretty cool. Good. There we go. Wanda's going now. Doing their sail away party. Bye! Have fun! Wherever they're going. Don't like the tilty up photos, eh? Keep. It's pretty good. Excellent.
And then we see like what.
Floss with the resub. Thank you. Thank you for resubscribing. Tier 1 for 4 months. Thank you. Oh gosh, look at all those things flying across the screen. The birdies and the resub. Wow. Keep. See the preview? How it's of that last photo. So the last photo you decide to keep. And so that's working. Things are working, not everything, but you know. Getting there. Hello? What was that? DJ? Oh, VJ. Hello, VJ. Ah, okay. What was that one? Oh, there we go. Oh, hello, your job. Hope you're on holiday now. That's nice, ride and towel. Okay, I think that's us. I think we're good. I have to go. I have to get ready for a Christmas function. Oh yeah, Wanda's going. See the Wanda. I think so. I think it's a lovely place to live, even here in a big city like Auckland. You know. You too. Thank you for popping in. Bye, Wanda. Alright, folks. That is me from Auckland. Did a couple of tests. Got some stuff we need to fix. Updates. More to do, improve all the things, you know. Happy holidays. Hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. Be safe, and I'll see you next time. I'll work on the stream a bit. If I can get things working properly, then we could do a bonus stream. Yeah, so I want things to be working smoothly, flawlessly, so we can only do that through real world tests. Anyway, Okay. Now I wonder if my streamer bot commands to wrap up a stream are working, or if they're broken Arena, like some of the other things. Let's try it. So we're just going to attempt to wrap it up. Yeah. Okay, so that's working.
Lovely, aren't they?
Okay, things seem to be fine. Right. Thank you, everyone. We had a pretty cool chat today. Lots of folks jump in, questions and discussion about Christmas, holidays, all sorts. Plus, a lot of thank yous to you. You see, he had 100 biddies. Thank you, Floss. And then resubscribed, tier 1 for 4 months. That is awesome. You seen the Prime sub? Oh, sweet. Thank you. Alright. Okay, that is us. Alright, folks. I will see you around. Have a great rest of your day, weekend. See you next time. Have a look out for bonus streams. Make sure you are subscribed, you are followed, have all the notifications turned on. And yeah. Alright, let's head out.